I'll give you the sun, the rain, the moon, the stars, and the mountains. I'll give you the world.
After 7, one of the most beta songs in history, we all agree. And there's several other beta songs, sang by males to women about women. But have you ever seen a man serenade a woman by singing a female to men song while serenading this woman? The homie Silverback Mindset sent me this video, man. And this guy looks the part, Uber thug, street guy, and he's in the car serenading this woman to not only a female song, but a feminine song, a heartbreak song, a I miss you song. And he's actually singing along with the song. And the woman has an exasperated look on her face like, what in the hell is this guy doing? That's the same thing you're going to do. Let's take a deep dive on this one. But first, let's elevate to a higher plane. Prepare for takeoff. Now, if you're a man and you're living in feminine energy, man, and you're functioning in that realm, even when you don't recognize it, a woman's going to recognize it because she is a female and it's going to stick out like a sore thumb. This scenario is one of the worst things that I've ever seen a man do. And you guys do things like this and wonder why. The woman don't call you back. The woman don't answer your call. The woman don't respond to your text. You don't get a second date. Because if your first date is anything like this, you don't deserve a second date. You didn't deserve a first one. Let's take a look at this video, man. We'll come back and chop it up on the real too.
When I get straight to leave.
Now, I want you guys to understand what you're seeing here. What you're seeing is a man who believes he's doing the right thing. See, this isn't a man who's trying to play a joke. This isn't a man who's trying to be uncool. This isn't a man who's trying to be non-romantic. This is a man who believes that he's doing the right thing. Or this is a man who forgot he was in the car with a woman and forgot to keep his hardcore gangster facade on. And his song came on. If he was standing up, I can guarantee you this guy would be twerking. He looks like he wants to twerk in his seat right there. Now I say to you, why would any man be engaging in this behavior? Not just with this woman, but at any point. He's not just singing along with the song. He is embodying the feminine energy of the song. He's moving and dancing and gyrating and moving around and grooving like he's singing this song to a man. Because these aren't the things that you would say to a woman. And he wasn't even facing the woman. He wasn't paying any attention to the woman. He was in his own world and forgot that he was in the car with this woman. But the woman didn't forget. You know what she did? What they always do. Record. Now I want you men to think about this and ask yourself, did you see anything wrong with this? Because I know women are going to jump in the comments and say, there was nothing wrong with this. He's just having fun. Okay, well, there's some kind of fun that men don't need to have. There's some kind of fun that a man shouldn't want to have. This is the prototypical beta male simp mangina energy that men are out here perpetuating in these relationships. And this same guy will turn around and trip because the woman don't call him back. Simply because a woman doesn't say something about what you're doing on a date, that doesn't mean that woman likes it. A lot of times she just wants to keep the peace. She don't want to call you out on your buffoonery. And if you're behaving like this, then you have some soul searching to do, because this is an internal flaw in this man. Because if he is the way he just portrayed in this video, he don't need to be dating that woman. He need to be finding out the truth about who he is and who he want to date, because nothing about that read masculinity. Nothing about that said manhood. Everything about that said that he wants to be somebody's girlfriend. And this ain't knocking the guy. I ain't knocking him, I'm just saying, you got too many men out here living in this confused state where this is who he really is. And if this is who he is, then be that. But don't turn around and perpetuate the energy like you're not getting what you want from women when you're not giving them any masculinity to begin with. So when guys say,
man, I know guys, man, who are paid and they're attractive and they still have a problem with women. They still can't get the woman to call them back.
okay, this is an example of that. This is why you can't get a woman to call you back if you look the part of a man who should be getting callbacks from women. It's your actions, it's your energy, it's your behavior. You got to put a lid on this stuff, homies. You can't be out here cutting the buck like this unless this is who you are. Be yourself. If this is who you are, stop trying to be hard. If you know you're a bookworm and you're a nerd, man, stop trying to be something else. If you know you're an educated thug, man, embrace both sides of that. I do. If you know you're just all street, okay, man, don't try to fake like you're a square. As men, we got to start being who we want to be in this world. Too many people are trying to dictate how someone lives their life. I've had a couple of guys come to me recently and want me to come on a platform and speak against men who live the alternative lifestyle. Hey man, listen, I don't have anything to do with what those men do with their lives. I don't have a dog in that race. I don't care enough about what other men do with their lives. That's not my job to go out and pick out and single out men and tell them, you're doing this wrong. I leave that to the Baptist preachers. Me, I drop the word off unmasked and then I dip and go do my other duties for the Most High. But I want you men to understand one thing. If your behavior is not masculine, a woman is not going to like you. No matter how much money you have, no matter how attractive you are, a woman is not going to like you if you're not masculine. So if your energy is the energy of a prima donna, and you're such a pretty boy that the woman think you prettier than she is, she's not going to like that energy. If you're a handsome man and you got plenty of paper, but you catty like a female, a woman's not going to like your energy. And if you're a man who's in the car, dancing, gyrating, and singing along with Ashanti, I'm talking about grooving like you feel it in your spirit, like that's my song, then a woman's not going to feel your energy because you're not presenting any masculinity. Women respond to masculinity. They all have femininity in them. And if you think a woman is supposed to be feminine, but you're not masculine, you're stupid. If you think a woman's femininity is supposed to flourish when you're not presenting any masculinity, you're stupid. A woman's femininity is there. It's waiting to blossom. You got to water it. You water it with the nurturing fluids of masculinity. But if you're not doing that, then this is a result you're going to get. The woman looking in her phone like, look at this guy. What is he doing? Why is he doing it? When did he decide to do it? That's how this goes, man. So we talk about staying in frame all the time, man. You just got to keep it real all the time. You got to stay in your masculinity all the time, man. You got to be in it because there's never a point where a grown man shouldn't be in this masculinity. Whenever you're out of your masculinity, you're out of your natural state and there's an imbalance, chemical imbalance, hormonal imbalance, spiritual imbalance, mental imbalance. You're just unbalanced. Anytime you're not standing firmly planted in your masculinity, you have to be in your masculinity at all times, or you get caught up like this, singing Ashanti, not even serenading a woman, serenading whoever is on your brain when you hear that song. Because he didn't pay attention to the woman to the end of the little clip, man. You know what kind of mindset you have to get so lost in an Ashanti song that you forget you in the car with a woman? No telling how long this boy been waiting for that date. Or this could be his main chick. And she could have been drained this masculinity so much that he don't even know when he's not in frame. I want y'all to keep one thing in mind, brothers. Everything you do in this life has to be based on the foundation of masculinity. It has to be. If not, you're wasting your time and you're wasting my time. Because when you do this, and you get the result that you're going to get from the woman and she leave you, then you call me wondering why, and I got to break it down to you and tell you, man, ain't nothing wrong, but you've been a beta male simp mangina. Now you got time to reverse feel. Stay in your masculinity, because the very moment you behave in a feminine manner, a woman is going to be done with you. And even if she stays with you, she's still done with you. Y'all coming down below and let me know what you think about this topic, man. I look forward to hearing what you men have to say. I'm out.